All right, hi boys and girls, this is Mr. Toombs. We're going to continue with our mixed martial arts concepts. The next thing we're going to do right now is we're going to talk about footwork and the importance of footwork. So if we start in a good Muay Thai stance as discussed in previous videos, right? The first scenario I want to play out is when I want to go downhill or I want to advance on an opponent. So what I'm going to do in this situation, I'm going to back up a little bit. Using my good stance, I'm going to, because we were talking about body awareness, my weight is back. Because I'm back, I can push off the back foot to advance forward. Right? So to advance forward, my weight is back. I'm going to step, step. So it's going to be non-dominant side or front side followed by dominant side, rear side. Step, 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 step. Analogy I like to use here is if I was in a puddle, I wouldn't be making any splashes. So the steps are small and low because I might need my foot back on the ground quick to come up and block. Common mistakes for kids is they take big bulky steps because they think there's really somewhere to go. There's really nowhere to go. So when I'm advancing, it's going to be front leg, back leg, front leg, back leg. Another common mistake with this is hands begin to drop. It means you're exposed. And the other common mistake is kids heel click. So as they advance, they heel click like this. Again, thinking there's a rush to get somewhere. That is advancing. Now, when we move to the front here, I'm going to show you retreating. Let's say you have a very aggressive downhill opponent and you want to create separation from them. A good strategy is a retreat step. So with this step here, for my good stance, I'm going to put a little more weight forward. Body awareness. Leveraging weight forward allows me to push backwards. I don't have to lean my head in though. So I can lean forward without leaning my head in. I can lean forward slightly to begin my retreat. So the retreat step is going to be back leg, front leg, back leg, front leg. If you think about it, because I moved my back leg first, I can lift this front leg quickly. Weight is forward, weight goes back, front leg can come up and block anything that attacking opponent is trying to do. So, back leg, front leg, keeping the width to my stance. Because if my partner tries to circle me, they try to get to my flank, all right? Because I have width, I can move quickly. If I'm narrow, I lose that ability. I end up crossing my legs. All right? That is retreating from a downhill opponent. The other movement is going to be lateral movement. And there's two sides here. There's the closed side, which is the non-dominant side, where my front leg is. And then there's the open side. With the closed side, I'm going to move that leg first. So in my particular situation, I'm a righty. My closed side is going to be my left. So in this stance, it's going to be left, right, right. All right, so if I was moving on an opponent, I could go a little quicker. 1, 2, 1, 2, left, right. Common mistake here is kids are going to take a small front foot step and a giant rear foot step. They're going to put themselves in this crossed position. Considering body awareness, how can I throw a kick from this position? My hips are no longer leveraged. They're closed. I can't come all the way around on a kick. It'd be very predictable, very noticeable by my opponent. I've lost all my power on some type of punch or defense. Versus if I was here, I could finish that punch. Again, it's the body awareness. Crossed legs, my shoulders can't expand. Uncrossed legs, my shoulders can expand. See that? Alright, so it's going to be front, back, front, back. The opposite side is my open side. Alright, so maybe opponent's trying to get into my open side. I would then move the rear leg and then the front leg. Rear leg, front leg, rear leg, front leg. You can also do the open side and closed side in a circling motion so you can really always face your opponent. So if my opponent is moving towards my open side, right, my open side, I can always face my opponent. Right? I should always keep my toes facing my opponent. So I can circle towards the closed side, I can circle towards the open side, always keeping my front foot facing my opponent. Right? Nice drill to do with footwork and the idea of working these different sides of the body, advancing, retreating. Pretend there's a giant pizza on the floor and you're standing at the crust. In the middle, where all the crosses of the pizza cut are, is your opponent. I can work in with advancing footwork, front, back, hit my combo, I can open up to my open side and I can retreat away from my opponent. Back, front, back, front. I can then come back downhill, work my combo, and then I can retreat out to the other side. All right, that combines all three or all four types of footwork with opponent in the middle and some combination. That's the pizza pie drill or the wagon wheel drill. All right? Last drill is gonna be hard for you to see here, but imagine I had an opponent right here. And my opponent just threw a punch like a cross. They've exposed their back side of their body. Picture my body still in that position right now. What I would do here is I would cut the corner. I don't want to work in and then work out to get to the side of the body. I'm just going to cross right through and get to the side of the body. So this one's cutting the corner, but I can still do that with good footwork. Here comes the cross, front, back, bing, bing, bing. All right, so you just learned 4 ways of moving, and you learned 2 drills as well.